The Last of Us Season 2, Episode 5 just dropped. This is a recap and reaction of it. There's spoilers ahead, just a warning. Have they gone too woke? So, something I keep hearing from friends on online forums and also in social media is that the show is going way too woke. Apparently, there was some backlash with the second game that came out. I haven't played the games, I'm only basing this on the show that I've watched. And they are saying that there's an agenda being shoved down our throats. I just have a question. When did lesbian love become woke? Because there has been, the gay community has been a part of a lot of shows and film for a long time now. So how is that being a part of this woke agenda? Is that Dina and Ellie are showing their love in front of everybody? I don't really get that part, but that's just me. Okay, let's see. The other thing that I keep hearing is that Bella Ramsey isn't doing a good job as Ellie, especially based on the game. Again, I can only base this on the show, but I think she's crushing it. I point to the fact when, in this specific episode, when she picked up the guitar and started singing something, and she realized that she was singing something about Joel, about losing something that you love forever. And in that moment, she went from the joy of picking up a guitar to the sadness of losing somebody to the anger and the revenge that she was seeking, the whole reason that she was there. Uh, some other major things that happened in the episode: Dina, we learn more about her backstory, why she's even doing what she's doing when she's pregnant. She's in the suicide mission with Ellie, and we hear more about her backstory. We also get to learn more about the scars and how they operate like the Amish, no technology, but in horror form, right? They're like disembowering people, dismembering people, taking their bowels out, basically, in the show. And we also get to know more about their leader. There's like a mural of her, and there's a bunch of dead people there. That was very interesting. Jesse comes in and saves the day. The baby's daddy, right, comes in there out of nowhere. When do you think they're probably both gonna, Ellie and Dina are gonna die? He comes in there. We also learn that Tommy's there, and we also at the end we see this red light come over everything, and we see Ellie turn to her dark side. Right, she starts torturing Nora. We find out that she actually knew this whole time that Joel had basically killed everyone in the hospital and saved her and any chance of humanity of finding a cure, and that Abby's dad was the doctor that was going to try to fix all of that, but Joel shot him in the head. And so that was a very intense moment. They also show a flashback of Joel at the very end, so I'm assuming we're probably going to learn when Ellie actually switched from a great relationship with Joel and then finding out what he did to save her and everything that came with that. So there was a line in the show that really hit me that said, whatever Joel did, he didn't deserve what he got, right? I think Dina says something along those lines. And that's something I think that is an overarching theme within the whole show that I'm getting, especially this last episode, that revenge doesn't heal grief. And you can see that very clearly when Bella's having to make a choice. Ellie is having to make a choice in the forest with the scars. She realizes that Dina got shot by the arrow, Jesse's taking her away, and now she can either go try to find them or she can go find Nora in this hospital. And so she's torn between her grief and her love, and she chooses to go on the revenge side, right, and go follow Nora. We also figured out that the spores are airborne. Again, I think this is a part of the actual game. So it being airborne adds a crazy new twist where now maybe anybody can get infected if they are near these spores. It was terrible. The people that were getting tortured down there, who knows how long they had been down there, just breathing in air and then breathing out spores was such a crazy set to see. Kudos to everybody that worked on that. And I think that going back to this idea of being woke, the story isn't really changing because this is based on the second game. So that's not really changing. I think it's us that are the ones that are changing based on our own experiences, our own pain, our own grief. Anything we've been through is what's really changing the idea of the show. So, I got into not an argument, but a sort of conversation with somebody that this show is really about revenge. Somebody said it's not really about that. It's more about growing from your pain. And you can either grow from your pain in a positive way, or you can grow from your pain in a negative way, which is sort of what Ellie is choosing now. She's going to start torturing people, and she does not want to stop until she kills Abby. to get some sort of sense of closure, where I think we all understand that she's probably never going to get that. So that's it. It was an awesome show. I hope you liked it as much as I did. Please hit like if you like this video and subscribe for more The Last of Us breakdowns. Thanks.